Hey, it's Brent Phyllis with your weekend highlights for the weekend of March 23rd. Well, sometimes I have to look at the calendar and think to myself, is this really March? Because it is so busy around here. I mean, they just keep adding and adding stuff, which is great for all of us. So let's get started. I'm talking about Jenna Yoon is in town. I have to tell you, if you have never seen this, even if you have seen it, you need to see it again. So it runs from now through the 25th over at the Rosemont Theater. Then it jumps over to Paramount Theater in Aurora on April 5th through the 8th, and then April 12th through the 15th. It is over at the Harris Theater in Chicago, and it is probably one of the most beautiful performances you will ever see. So, it just pushes the boundaries of performing arts. It mixes artistry with cutting edge innovations. You'll get a chance to discover, of course, the breathtaking beauty of classical Chinese dance with this incredible, unique blend of costumes and high-tech backdrops along with a full-blown orchestra. It will seriously be like no experience you've ever experienced. So you want to check that out. Also, one of my favorite artists is in town, and I am talking about Lourdes, and that is on Tuesday, March 27th, over at the Allstate Arena. It's hard to believe it's actually just her second tour. And of course, in collaboration with her second album that was released just last year, Melodrama. What I think is so phenomenal is that, this album is a pure reflection. And of course, Rolling Stones is actually quoting this, is a pure reflection of her emerging adulthood. And some of the tracks are just jaw-dropping. If you have not heard it, you definitely want to check it out. You want to see her on March 27th. Also, if you can't get over to the Allstate Arena, well, I think you got to see my guy, JT. I am talking about Justin Timberlake will be in town, and that's on March 27th and the 28th over at the United Center. So this is his Man of the Woods tour, and if you don't get a chance to see him actually next week, you'll get a chance to see him. He will be back in Chicago at the United Center on October 5th. But this is actually the name of his album that was just released, and he actually says that this album is a lot different than he's ever put out before. It's kind of a self-reflection about who he is and the journey he's on right now, from fatherhood to being a husband and plenty more. So you definitely want to check that out as well. Well, if you haven't heard, Ravinia tickets for donors are on sale, and then for general public, tickets go on sale May 8th for the June and July concerts, and then May 10th for the August and September. And I have to tell you, Ravinia every year outdoes themselves. It's shocking to me. So it runs June 1st through September 16th, and here are some of the big names coming to Chicago. Diana Ross, Anita Baker, Sugarland, who I cannot wait for, Boy George with B-52s, 50 Cent, who has never performed over at Ravinia, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Kristen Chenoweth, ZZ Top, along with John Fogerty, and plenty more. So definitely go to ravinia.org and check out their schedule. And also, I am sure that you heard that Lollapalooza went on sale on Tuesday, and of course 3-day passes, I'm sure, I'm pretty positive went within 20 minutes. Don't quote me on that, maybe 22 minutes. But anyways, there are passes that are going to be available. You definitely want to check it out. Grant Park on August 2nd through the 5th. Don't forget that there will be 170 performances on 8 stages in a 3-day period. It should be great for all my Lala fans. And then also, you want to check out On Your Feet. This is one of my favorite productions. So it was here last year. It's back here by popular demand. It's over at the Cadillac Theater. It runs now through April 8th. And it is 2 hours and 15 minutes with an intermission. And I have to tell you, it takes you back through the humble beginnings with Emilio and Gloria Estefan coming to America, breaking through all kinds of barriers to hit to the top of the pop world. And the show really takes you behind the scenes and inside the real story, and I can assure you that you will be dancing and singing in your seat. So you definitely want to check that out. Again, it runs now through April 8th over at the Cadillac. Well, today's secret password is flowers. So just put in the word flowers right below and get a chance to win a pair of sold out concert tickets. which we have plenty coming up. So you definitely want to put that in there. And you know, for all this information and more, just go to frontrowphyllis.com. Have a safe and stellar weekend.